This will be 7 days of intense games with some fantastic culture events to add to the mix. On the line this afternoon is the CEO of the games, Mr. Ron Crow. And Ron, with 5 days to go, are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. It's a matter of executing our plans that we've been working hard on for the last couple of years. It's a matter of paying attention to some of those details that will make a difference for some of the teams and some of the participants coming to Regina this summer.
What is the vision of NAG? Why were the games started back in 71?
Well, as I understand, we were looking for our people, our former leaders and athletes were looking for high-caliber sports competition to showcase some of the excellent athletes that we have coming from our communities, whether they're First Nation, Métis, or Inuit. And the founders and the vision, those that had the vision for the North American Indigenous Games, were looking for the premier event. And over the last few years, we've developed that into the North American Indigenous Games, looking at all corners of North America and all the indigenous tribes, not only for sports and high-caliber competition, but to be able to generally showcase our culture and our values from the various regions that we all come from.
Now, the opening ceremonies are this Sunday, and you can watch it on APTN. What can folks expect to see at the opening ceremonies?
I think they can expect to see some very proud Indigenous athletes walk across the stage, and for a moment to have that feeling of euphoria as they are celebrated by their fellow teammates, by parents in the stands, by volunteers that are be supporting them, and by all the dignitaries that will show up and be part of the opening ceremonies. I think that euphoria for the participants coming into the games and into the stadium. It's a feeling that can't be replicated anywhere else, and I certainly hope that they have that feeling of accomplishment when they come into the opening ceremonies.
Again, we got Ron Crow, the CEO of the 2014 North American Indigenous Games, which kick off this Sunday in Regina. Ron, let's talk about the sporting competitions at the games. What will participants compete in?
There's 14 plus 1 sports. 14 of our events will be sanctioned events. One sport will not be sanctioned due to a lack of certified officials, but will still be part of the events, and from everything from archery to wrestling, and including athletics, what used to be known as track and field. We'll have baseball, fastball, softball, lacrosse, basketball, volleyball, a number of sports, shooting, archery, all sorts of sport events right through almost every single venue that we have in Regina.
Now, Ron, what do you think the kids will take back to their communities from these games?
Friendships, networks, and cherished memories. As a participant of the Saskatchewan First Nation Summer Games way back in 1977, I still cherish the memories that I have from that event, and some of the friendships that I made, lifelong friendships, some of the networks that I've been able to maintain over the years. So I'm certain most of these athletes, if not all, will develop some friendships that will last well into their adulthood.
Now, this is a global event, so where are some of the competitors coming from this year?
We have a team coming all the way from Florida, Seminole Tribe from Florida, and they have really put a lot of effort and a lot of planning into their team and coming up to Regina. That would probably be one of the farthest locations. We have teams from the Maritimes. We have teams from the far north, Northwest Territories, Yukon, Nunavut. Teams from California and all over in the United States from the Indigenous tribes. So they'll be coming from all corners of North America.
Ron Crow, CEO of the 2014 Games. Appreciate your time and enjoy the games.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Jeremy, and thank you to your listeners, and of course to the team representing your region as well. We're looking forward to hosting those folks next week and welcoming them into Regina, the heart of Treaty 4 territory.